I had 2 full days of snowboarding planned, along with my older brother, Zach, who I hadn't snowboarded with in probably around more than 20 years. So it was great to be with him again and watch him get back on that board and go after it. But about halfway through the first day, I was cruising, feeling good, going back and forth. You know, when you get in that place where you're like, just the sound of the whoosh and the quietness of the mountains. There's not a lot of people around. There weren't a lot of people there, and just enjoying the moment. And then just as I'm turning my back away from the mountain, I clip an edge, and it's like a catapult. I got launched through the air, and oh my goodness. I flew through the air, and I landed on the back of my hip, my ribs, and my head. And it was so painful. I heard myself yell, "Wah!" when I hit that. And it's called a yard cell. And they call that kind of hit a yard cell because when you hit, the impact is so intense that anything that's buckled on you, anything that's wrapped around you, all of it goes and it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's been thrown out on the lawn. Well, I had a yard cell. All of my things that were strapped came unstrapped. My goggles came off. It was just ugly. And I had to lay there in the snow for a while and just focus on breathing. And then I did my internal body check. Is anything broken? Anything broken? Okay, I don't think anything is. Can I move? Okay, I can move. Okay. You know, the first clear thought that I remember having when that was going on was when I hit. As I'm getting older, I'm 45. As I'm getting older, every time I go, I have another piece of padding. And as I hit, I thought, I'm not padded there. It was pretty intense. And there's nobody around me. Luckily, a couple of the guys, including my brother, were further ahead, not visibly, but much further ahead. So they waited for me till eventually I could gather myself enough, check some more, make sure nothing's broken, and make my way down to them. But that hit was probably the worst fall I've had since I started snowboarding in high school, back in like 1990 or something like that. I'd never taken a fall quite like that, and it just knocked everything out of me. So I tried to get back on the slopes after that. I took a little bit of a breather, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to push through this and get back up there, but I had nothing in me. And all I could think about was not catching an edge as I came back down. And on top of that, my body was just messed up. So I took a break after that, and I went back to the cabin, and it wasn't long before my wife called me and said, what's going on? She'd heard through the grapevine I'd taken that fall. And thank God for Sako. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't want to tell Sako. I'm afraid she's gonna be afraid for me, or she might not let me do this anymore. But her response was, Matt, you are not supposed to give up on this. You need to deal with the fear. You need to forgive yourself, and you need to forgive the mountain, and you need to cover everything in love. And I was like, oh my gosh, Sako, you are right. So I got off the phone with Sako, and I had a closet right by where I was sleeping. So I went into my closet and I started praying. And I prayed forgiveness over the mountain, forgiveness over the snow, forgiveness over myself, forgiveness over my board, over my own ability or lack thereof. And then I just spoke love over the mountain. 1 John 4:18 says that perfect love casts out all fear. I did not want to receive or keep, hold on to, or let it cling to me any bit of fear. The devil always intends to steal the things from you that you enjoy, while God is taking pleasure in enjoying those things with you. And I caught the devil in that moment. And I said, you are not taking this experience from me. Not only that, it says in Scripture, if you catch a thief, that thief owes you 7 times what he was taking. And so I started praying that. I started praying that I've got at least 7 more great snowboarding trips ahead of me. After that, all the fear came off. I want to encourage you also. You're going through things, you're facing things, and the world wants to put fear on you and also steal the things that that God is enjoying in life with you. And I want you to stand up and fight. And to fight, you have to forgive and you have to love. Whatever your mountain is, forgive the mountain, cover the mountain in love. Because love casts out all fear.